Support independent media and leave the smoldering ruins of corporate idiocy behind with Second Wind logo products from DFTBA. Head on over to shop.secondwindgroup.com for shirts, stickers, and the satisfaction of helping sustain a worker-owned outlet. Plus, we've got cool bird merch, and everyone loves cool birds. Here at Second Wind, we sure do like talking, but not everyone wants to look at us while we talk. Well, good news! Our podcasts like Windbreaker, Firelink, DevHeads, and The Rewind, plus audio-only episodes of Fully Ramblematic and Adventure Is Nigh are all on Spotify or your PPP, and that's your preferred podcast platform. This video is brought to you by Play Tracker. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to Firelink Podcast, episode number 107 for Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. Marty Sleever here, joined by Nick Calandra, Casey Wosu, and producer Eric. We got a big old show for you guys today. We're just coming off the heels of our inaugural Second Wind Game Showcase.
Woo! Congrats.
Yeah, absolutely. Big ups to Nick and the crew. Honestly, everyone contributed a little bit to that. So we'll be talking about that, getting some BTS deets on what goes into that, as well as some personal faves from the showcase. And then we'll be touching on a couple big news bits that have happened over the past, most of them today. One being... the Xbox seems to be steering into a changing pattern, so we'll see what that means. And then the worst kept secret in gaming, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake has officially been revealed, and it's coming out pretty soon. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And then, of course, all the stuff we've been playing. How are you guys doing? Casey, I'm going to ask how you're doing first before we go to Nick, because Nick's probably doing differently.
I don't know. He might be doing the same. Like I'm pretty hyped. Showcase was fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm also hyped because of that Black Flag Resynced reveal. Because yes, worst kept secret to the point where I actually revealed it to someone beforehand, because I thought it was already announced.
I assumed it was out. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, "What? That's not out? Oh shit!"
Yeah,
but doing okay. Have I told you guys about my fence situation?
Your fence? No.
My fence situation? No.
No.
I've been trying to get a fence built for, at this point, the last 8 months.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You had like a bad fence guy first, which you gotta get a good fence guy.
Right. Actually about 2-3 weeks ago, fired the fence guy. I finally was like, this is taking too long. I gave him like, hey, 2 weeks, can this be done? He was like, sure. And then a month later, I was like, okay, can we just stop doing this altogether? And he responded, he was like, yeah, I get it. Came, picked up this stuff. Last I've seen of him until today, where he showed up with like more stuff to like fix the fence. I'm like, what's going on? What are you doing here? Like, this job is done. Like, I'm not paying you anything. He was like, what are you talking about? I was just gonna reinforce this stuff. Like, you never sent me anything. I'm like, here's the text message of me telling. It was the whole thing. We were going back and forth. He was an elderly guy. I'm worried that it's like there's something else going on. Like, I didn't want to assume, but like this
Old's
point,
disease. You're talking about Old's disease.
Yeah. So at this point, I think it's finally actually over.
Yeah.
And
it's tough to break up with a fence guy.
It really is. It shouldn't be this hard, but it was. So
you told him, no, it's not me, it's you.
No, yeah, it was him.
Everything you've told me,
it shouldn't have taken this long to build a fence. Yeah. But yeah, so I feel, because that was the thing that was weighing on me, and then I like got it done, and then he came back. I was like, oh no, and then I was done again. So I had that same sort of relief, but it's still not done. I'll have to save up money and build a new fence. So that's the thing.
Do you want to build a fence for privacy or to keep people in? Like, what?
To keep people in?
Yeah.
I think that's a prison.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, like the house has always had a fence. It was a really bad fence for a long time, but like he built a fence that's better than the old fence, but not as good a fence as we paid for. So it's like, if we're gonna pay all this money, we want like a good fence, not another bad fence.
Yeah. You want the top shelf fence,
right?
You
Yeah,
want a well fence. Yeah,
this is done. We're not paying any more money. Like, he already had like half, and we let him keep the half because he'd done as much as he'd done. But it's like, we're not. This isn't good.
Was it like half, as in like went halfway around the yard, or was it like a waist high fence half?
No,
was the top half. That would have been weird.
That would have been weird. That would have been a strange way to build a fence. But no, it went around where it's supposed to go around. But like the final, first of all, it's still like it's not good, even though it covers the thing. Like, it's wobbly. Like, you can see like space in between like planks, whatever. Like, it's not a good fence. But the worst part are the doors, because the doors take an extreme amount of effort and like tomfoolery to like open and close. Like, they're like squeaky, like they bump up against each other. You have to lift the thing out of the ground to get it to. It's like, you look so dumb and awkward. Like, if you were gonna have a party and like have people come into your house, for you to bend over and try to open this dumbass gate, like, you look like a fucking jackass. It's like, I don't want any part of this. This gate stays closed as long as there's any people around me.
I love it.
It's bad fence.
It's bad. Listen, anytime you got to build a fence and got to deal with the elderly, it's bad. Listen, I love the elderly. Every time I have to deal with them, I always come out of it being like, this is going to be a nightmare when I get old.
Yeah.
I'm going to be an absolute cretin when I get old.
That's why I take the Danny DeVito route of, once you're done with me, just throw me in the trash.
Throw me in the trash. Exactly. That's what we plan to do with you as well. But not yet, Nick, because we just came off the heels of a Second Wind game showcase. Incredible work from not just you, Omar, Matt, Javed, and the Lost and Found team, but it felt like almost everyone at Second Wind kind of put a thumbprint somewhere on it, whether it was the interstitials or sort of the Adventurous Night trailer or some VO or anything like that, just sort of moderating the community. So first off, big ups on that. Everyone should check that out if they haven't. But just give us, Nick, a little kind of behind the scenes, like what goes into this.
Reading lots of emails constantly, all the time, never ends. So yeah, the big number I've been throwing around is, we put out the showcase invite, and it was free to submit your games to, which obviously is going to increase the number of submissions you get to, because there are a lot of showcases like the Mix and Future Game Show and PC Game Show and all that you do have to pay to be in. It's really an advertising spot. So yeah, we get almost 2,000 submissions that I had to go through. And I think when we originally talked about the showcase and keeping it in scope, we were talking like 40 to 50 games. Then it grew from 50 to 70. And then I'm like, I just kept adding games to the list. And I'm like, now it's almost 90. I got to quit sometime. There's still games that I wanted to get in the showcase that we just couldn't fit in.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of, a lot of like the starting point is me organizing, emailing people, finding games that I want to get into the showcase, like Derelict, which was one of the ones right at the end, the kind of PS1 retro vibe shooter. That's a game I've been following for years, and reach out like, hey, you want to reveal something new in our showcase? Yeah. This one was a little bit harder to put together just because it's our first one. So, obviously we want to get the cool reveals and stuff like that in there, but it's hard to kind of get people to secure when they don't know what the stats are like.
Sure. Yeah. We can't say, it has this many concurrents and it got this many views and this is what the social traction was like. Yeah.
Yeah. So now the fun part is going to be, at least we're working with a PR group on this one, the Uber strategists. They're going to do a lot of the stat tracking for us.
Nice.
But the next part of my job is going around the entire internet, seeing who covered it, how they covered it, what kind of numbers it got. And then hopefully the developers start sending back data of like, how many impressions did your Steam page get? How many wish lists did you get? Like, what kind of data can I use to build the next event around?
So colloquially, we've been hearing a lot that people have been adding like several of the games shown to their personal wish lists. So like, that's exactly why people sign up for these things, try to get eyeballs on their games and get people interested in playing them.
Yeah. So I love setting our showcases up because I don't know. I don't really go for a theme. I don't go for a vibe or anything. I just like these games look cool and I want people to see them. And that's really my metric for it.
Hell yeah.
Some games I got in there like Horticular. They announced their Switch version through us. Like I've been a big advocate for that game as like an under the radar Viva Pinata like for the last couple of years. So I was excited to get that in there. As We Descend is a game that I've played off stream and on my own time quite a bit. That turn-based narrative kind of roguelike deck building strategy game. Played a lot of that. So yeah, I mean. It says spring 2026 edition. People were asking if we're going to do one for the summer. Probably not, because that's a super busy time of year for us.
We're not doing it for Jesus Christ. We're not doing one every season.
No,
Yeah, Jesus.
So probably either the fall or probably the fall is when we'll do our next one.
Blue Mage over in the Patreon. Remember, at the $5 tier and above on Patreon, you can become a part of the podcast. Asks, what part of the showcase was harder than you thought, and what part was easier than you thought would be? Obviously, this isn't your first showcase, but what part do you think was harder, and what part do you think was easier?
the hardest part is just getting people outside of our group to cover it. That's been a problem even with the Escapist showcases. And that was when the Escapists had a really bad, stink around it because of all the Gamergate shit from back then. So I'm hoping more people pay attention to what we did on Second Win this time around. Like I saw Jamatsu had already covered quite a few of the games and a lot of foreign outlets. GameSpot co-streamed it for us, and Future Game Show, their channel, co-streamed it as well. So hopefully, future shows we see a lot more co-streamers. I did see Eric shared in like our chat on Slack, a streamer was showcasing it and had like 5,000 viewers. So,
oh yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. Was anything easier than you thought it'd be? I guess putting it all together. Worry about not getting enough cool games. That was probably easier because there was too many cool games to pick from.
Yeah. No, I would say easier was just getting it all put together because we've done it before. Javad's a masterful editor, so having him, Omar, and Matt all working on it together made that process go a lot smoother, I think. Kind of delegate more than we used to, because it used to just be really Omar and I putting those together.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Wanted to... go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, the only other hard part is making sure everything is in the showcase and making sure all the developers actually send you everything.
Sure, yeah.
Like they will make changes until the very last minute of like, you need to we're not working with this publisher yet, so you need to remove this. I'm like, oh god, like So like even I was making changes even after Jodovit's master edit to like the last second last night of like something
double master. Double master edit. I wanted to just maybe we can go around and highlight a couple games if that stuck out to us personally for me. And again, this is not we didn't get paid by any of these games. This is sponsored. Like none of this is, you could look at it with a squinted eye because we had these games in our showcase, but like these are games I just literally thought were cool from this. One was Little Lands, which I've had on my wish list for a while now, and this very much looks like an indie take on the kind of Link's Awakening remake formula of that kind of tilt-shift diorama look. But it looks like it's a little bit Link's Awakening, a little bit like classic Zelda, also with some like Animal Crossing cozy vibes. I thought that looked really great. Map, which is a game I put on Yahtzee's radar, and we played on Yahtzee Tries, which I really dug, which is like a cartography cozy game. Really love that. And then I was literally just complaining a few days ago about how we don't have big AAA firefighting games. And then and this wasn't AAA, but this was by the developers of the Invincible from a few years back, which is like a great looking game. But this game called Into the Fire, which is looks like a narrative adventure game where you're kind of in this like slightly fantastical setting, but still grounded in reality of your firefighting during this volcano, trying to put out fires and rescue people. While there's also some demons around there, and that seems cool. I want more games with firefighting in them. So yeah, very excited for Into the Fire as well. Nick, did you have any standouts? Obviously, probably enjoyed most of the games, considering that you curated most of them. But any particular standouts?
Yeah, I was really one of the guys sent me over Punk for world premiere. That kind of
Yeah.
it's a open world dungeon crawling roguelite, but it's almost looks like kind of like mini shoot adventures a little bit, just more pixely. I thought that game looked incredible. I really wanted to play that. Looks really fun.
Looked like it was like a mix of like mini shoot and insanely twisted Shadow Planet, which I'm all here for.
Obviously Derelict. I wanted that one on the showcase. Glad we got that. That game, I think that game's gonna do incredible. Forge of the Fae. I think that was one of the ones that you put on the list. If I had seen it, I would have put it in there because I've been looking forward to that one. Very whatchamacallit. What was I did the
it's like a throwback 16-bit RPG.
Sea of Stars, like
Sea of Stars of the Chrono Trigger Secret of Mana era, but all about Celtic mythology. So it's a new CRPG. Some of you think that means computer RPG. It's not. It's a Celtic RPG. So there you go. New things.
Couch Plains. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Is like a big fan of Crimson Skies.
Which one is that called?
Couch Plains.
Couch Plains. Yeah, that looked cool. That looked like
a
Pilot
kart
Wings
racing flying game.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Pilot Wings, which I was excited for.
Yep, that was one I personally got invited to the showcase. One of the world premieres another world premiere we had, Don't Fall, looked like a lot of fun. Found them on Twitter with like 15 followers, and I was like, "Hey, like, have you guys shown this anywhere else yet?" And they're like, "Nope." And I was like, "Okay, that looks fun. I know our audience is gonna like that game."
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, there's probably too many for me to list that I was very interested in. But I also I know what the taste of our team is. I know what the taste of our audience is. So I think I found a good chunk.
Casey, were there any standouts in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, a couple. I wrote down a list, but I won't go through all of them. And you guys actually mentioned some of the ones that I also wrote down, like Punk and Into the Fire. But /0 might have been one that I put on the list personally, but I completely forgot about it when it showed up there. I was like, "Oh, I've seen this before." I was like, "Oh yeah, that looks right up my alley." But one of the joints that EXP selected was Tire, like that mech combat game. Like I thought that looked really cool and really fun. Yeah, like this sort of I guess it's PvP. Like that might be a PvE thing. I'm not entirely sure, but it looked like it was PvP. But like all these different kind of tanks, like the designs were cool, like the battlefield and like the different ways they kind of bump up against each other. Like that seemed like a really fun time. And I didn't expect it. Like there haven't been like that sort of like casual tank combat game that we used to have back in the day. Like there used to be kind of more of those. I thought Echo Breaker actually looked really cool. That was the sort of speed. Like that one. Yeah, the speed runner ish thing. Like it's an isometric view, but like it's all based on like it's basically just fast platforming, right? But like it seems like very skill based. Like you have to navigate the arena. There's a little bit of combat in it, but it's all getting through it as fast as you can, finding shortcuts like that. That's really appealing to me. Like that sort of kinetic, frantic gameplay.
They shouted out Neon White. They shouted out Neon White as a as an inspiration, which I love.
Surprisingly, that game inspired by Half-Life, Distant Shore, Bretagne, I guess is how you pronounce that. I was very impressed with that. Like they said they combined Half-Life and like Mirror's Edge and something else into it. And like it's a really, really brilliant concept of using physics-based puzzles, magnetism and whatnot with platforming. Like you're using those powers in tandem with you platforming to get around. You're just a big obstacle course that you manipulate with magic powers or technological powers, whatever. And it was very impressive. I thought it looked really cool. I really wanted to jump in. And then they showed combat using that stuff as well. And I was like, oh, I have to play this. Like, it looks so fun.
Yeah, it looks sick as hell.
I was very, very impressed by that.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'll make a mention of Sacrifire, which like that surprised me because that one looks kind of like JRPG-ish, and I'm like not the biggest fan of that. But like the look, the stylings, and like from what it seems like they're doing something interesting with the gameplay that makes it a lot more active, like that time-based combat system where like things move when you move, so like there's like bullet hell aspects to it and stuff like that. Like that really intrigued me. Like I really like time mechanics in games, and the combat actually looks flashy and engaging enough that like I can probably forgive any other kind of JRPG trapping, because it seems like it's doing a lot new with the actual combat in it. So like that seems really dope.
Also, would you be surprised if I told you it's actually a PRPG? Because Polish RPG.
Polish, hey, let's go.
We call it a pierogi RPG.
Pierogi.
So Poland and Ireland just eating Japan's lunch.
And France, for that matter.
And France, yeah, absolutely. Europe, you're doing it.
I wanted to bring attention to a few of the platformers I got in there, because I knew our audience loves, these hardcore platformers. So Chasm Shift, that one has like,
yeah, I have that on my list too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Greetings from El Rey.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one.
What was that pizza one? Like the
Pizza Apocalypse. Yeah.
Yes,
it was a sequel,
Apocalypse.
right? There was a second
one. It was a sequel. I hadn't heard of a first one.
First one could be
so that's the first one is actually a student project, and this is their first like real game.
Bold of them to have it be a sequel, like numbered a sequel to a student project.
Yeah.
That'd be like if Portal was called Narbacular Drop 2. It's like, well, that's not. No one knows what that one was.
Marty, I'm surprised you didn't mention Mono Moon.
Bitch, I mentioned 3 games out of 90.
Oh.
What are you're that person in the comments that's like, Yahtzee's like, we're like, here's 5 games that are example of the thing. It's like, crazy, you've never played Earthbound. I just didn't bring up Earthbound. There's just not enough time to bring up every game.
There's not enough time.
Not enough time. Sorry, what game did I fuck up?
Oh, the one on screen right now, Mono Moon. Yeah, that looks very.
Oh yeah, I fucked up. That one looks incredible.
It's like Animal Well.
It was on my little. It was on my. What was? I had a name for these animal well likes. I can't remember what it was. Like well ups or well likes or
well ups.
Yeah, I can't remember. That game looks fucking great.
Right.
Yeah, I like
the other one.
I like the little moon here.
The Melty Way. That one's a very KC game.
Oh, that blobby
slime one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was a lot of good stuff. Yeah, like way too much to recount in all honesty, but like lots and lots and lots of like really good stuff. Like the car combat one, Mad Metal. Like, yes, give me car combat games. Like it's been so long.
Yeah, I love that indies can kind of revitalize those old genres, but yeah, incredible job, Nick. You and the entire crew putting this together, and I'm glad that the reception, just in the first, we're only a half hour since it wrapped up, but has been so positive so far.
Yeah, and it's always great to see chat being positive. There's a few naysayers in there, but well,
yeah, when you got
even across the other streams,
1,500 people in there. Looked great. Before we move on to our next cop and a couple of donos that came in, Nick Knoll over in Ko-Fi. Let me tell you, Ko-Fi updating immediately now. I don't know what's going on. Ko-Fi might have paid their server bill because it is updating immediately now. Thank you so much for the Ko-Fi dono. Nick said, I'm just happy I can now realize my lifelong dream to fuck a gun. Thanks, Second Win, and God bless America. Listen, that's what we're here for. We're here to hold up a mirror to America.
Not all of us are here to fuck a gun. Some of us are not here for that.
Video games are incredible. And then over in the YouTube chat, thank you so much, Mopman, with a $5 dono. Congrats on the showcase. Just about every game had really strong vibes. Weren't all my thing, but definitely someone's thing. Time to annualize. That's the same thing I love about a showcase is there's plenty of games where I'm like, I'm not going to play this game, but I understand why a group of people are going to be fucking stoked for this. Which is always cool. That's what I wouldn't want to showcase. That's just games I'd play because it's just like anyone who's not
just have
tuned into that weirdo frequency.
Yeah. Some people are kind of mentioning like, I kind of wish there were like categories in the showcase of like, we go through a platforming section, an FPS section. I don't like doing showcases that way because then I get bored if I'm not into that genre. So I like to kind of really mix it up so you never know what's coming next.
There's I don't think there's any perfect way to. It's kind of like a gut decision of how to kind of curate the flow. It's almost like an album. Like, how do you curate an album? Like, how do you kind of
basically just told Java to just make it feel like it's paced right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but figure it out.
Exactly. Sovereign.
Great
thank you so
direction.
much. Yeah. Perfect.
It
What
worked.
was that? George Lucas used to, his only acting note would be faster and more intense. They'd be like, what does that mean? Faster and more intense. Like, this is dialogue. I don't know what you mean. Just talk faster. Sovereign, thank you so much for the €5 dono. Fantastic showcase, guys. Very well put together and got a few more wish list additions to boot. Love the variety. Hope you get to do more. Absolutely. We will. We're not going to commit to any sort of schedule, but I could almost assure you there will be more. Armed Karma, thank you so much for the $5 dono. Congrats on the showcase. It was awesome. Who will I be facing off with in tier?
Sure, Kissy and I will play that.
Yeah, what's
is that
for folks
tier
who
or
didn't see it, what
tire?
was tier?
I was saying
I
tire.
It's tier.
I assume tier because that's what that was the name of the Norse god in right in the God of War games. They called him tier.
Oh, was he the god of tanks?
Yeah, he was god of tanks. He was god of tanks. Where you're like, oh, kind of looks like Halo. Yeah. What was the deal with this game?
I thought it was being ironic because they're all hover tanks, and it's like
It's just
It's actually clever.
yeah, it's a PvP tank game, as far as I know.
Looks like Halo though. Like everyone's seeing it's kind of like this looks like Halo 1. This looks like you getting in a tank on a like what are those big not Blood Gulch. What are one of the big capture the flag maps from Halo 1? On like a greeny pasture. Yeah. Is it just Blood Gulch? Am I just thinking of Blood Gulch? Coagulation. Yeah. No, that was Blood Gulch in 2, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, because the name
there's like a big version of it. Yeah, but I can't remember.
There's a big version of it in every map. Or every Halo.
Shout to games. Hell yeah, thanks Armed Karma. Murray the Demonic Skull with a $5 dono. Listen to B.O.B. earlier. Jeez, is B.O.B. still alive? Remember Airplanes?
No, I think they mean Bombs Over Baghdad, the song, not B.O.B.
Oh, I thought 100%. I didn't get to the rest. It is Bombs Over Baghdad. Incredible. I thought they were talking about, remember Airplanes? With Paramore and Eminem? Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. Listen to Bombs Over Baghdad earlier. Andre, if I would have got 2 more words into this, I would have been able to be like, oh, you're talking about Bombs Over Baghdad. Andre 3000 says, this will be the year that we won't forget the one Anno Domini. So Stankonia has better education than the U.S. Joke's on you. Stankonia is outside of Atlanta. So I don't know what to say. America stays dumb. Jay also didn't know what it meant. Listen, a vast majority of Second Wind employees did not know what it means.
Nope.
After death.
Andre 3000 is well read. He's a very educated guy.
Yeah. We didn't. No one on here got it right. Jay didn't get it right. Jack didn't get it right. I don't want to ask Jess because she's.
I think if that many people got it wrong, that means they got it right.
No,
I
that's
think
not
so.
how it works. No,
I think
that's not how it works. We cannot subscribe to this logic.
We can manipulate the truth if enough of us are dumb.
Why? That's how the U.S. government works right now.
Yeah, of course Darren got it right because Darren's smart.
Yeah, Darren is a
Darren
genius.
Darren is like a legitimate genius. Jens, thank you so much for the $10 dono. Great job on your first showcase. Really enjoyed the trailers where the devs got to talk about their games. I have one bit of feedback. It was a bit on the long side. I think that's something we all kind of agree on. I think that's part of the excitement of throwing the first one of a lot of cool games coming in, that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't think that's
quality feedback. What do you think
that
about
quality
longer
feedback.
though?
That's what
like maybe it'll come back around.
If you complete the circle, it's perfect.
Next showcase will showcase every game.
Yeah, there you go. Just all the games. Randolph Gandalf, back with another $15 dono. Thank you so much, Randolph. Banger show, lads. Good game. Well played. Sympathize with you, KC. No defense for an offensive fence. Hope it didn't take too long. Builder didn't keep you in suspense.
That doesn't work.
Suspense.
I can't do it.
Suspense. To go from the S to the P to the F.
You can't do the PF
up.
next to each other. Unless it's
Suspense. Yeah, that was good.
It makes the mouth look terrible.
It really does.
Alex Armstrong,
that
is weird.
Thank you so much for the $2 dono. Marty continuing to rock the awesome, cool shirts. Deserves some money. Thank you so much. It's summer. We can't do cardigans anymore. It's too warm. It's getting all sweaty out here. Appreciate you, Alex. Unnuclear with $10 dono. Thanks, Unnuclear. I just wish there was an intermission with a countdown so I could safely take a piss. I'll bring my gamer bucket for the next one. I really hope they're not being a cringy. Oh, I really enjoy they're not being a cringy host and just showing the trailers. Yeah, it was one thing we wanted to make sure to do was to kind of keep the pace. We definitely agree that it was kind of on the long side, but I do think the pace of the things were good. And we didn't want to get anything bogged down. The three of us have watched dozens of showcases together. And how many times have we been like, all right, this is kind of lost me, or, ooh, this talking head thing has been going on for too long, or, ooh, this humor is not landing. So we wanted to avoid a lot of those pratfalls, while still being able to put our own, stank on things. Hell yeah.
Yeah, did the animated intermissions. Like, I didn't really know what the team was going to do for that. Kind of made that Omar's project. Yeah, so that was fun when those came in. I had no idea what to expect from you guys.
Oh yeah, that was great. I love the hot. Yeah, I don't know which one of you guys like the Hot Monday Energy thing. Where that was that just like a group project or?
Yeah, like Omar just hit us up. Was like, hey, Omar was like, I have this idea of someone falling off a ladder. We was like,
figure out which one you want to do that.
Right. We did it. Like, we just wrote everything around the concept of one of us is falling off a ladder.
Yeah. And then obviously we had stuff like, knowing that we wanted Yahtzee to be able to reveal that Star Trek Vagabond was coming to consoles and, because there was obviously a lot of non-second wind regular eyes on there, wanted to, plug ourselves a little bit. And so we had that nice little interstitial with Jack giving a quick rundown of the show. And then obviously very exciting news of Adventures Nigh Season 5.
Oh,
we got the trailer.
What a great trailer that was.
And we got the release date coming out in like, 10 days? Episode 1?
Oh man, that's soon.
That is soon. Some people were asking.
Saturday, but next Saturday.
Correct, the 2nd. Some people were asking. The trailer is going to be on the channel separately. Correct.
Yep, tomorrow.
Okay, there you go.
Saturday.
Oh, it's the tomorrow of the weekend.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's the
I don't know what day.
I
don't know what day today is.
That's fine. The tomorrow of the weekend. Really excited for that. And yeah, of course, the plan for Adventures Nigh, per previous seasons, a new episode every other week. And we're far enough ahead to where we shouldn't hit a roadblock, knocking on every piece of wood ever.
Yeah, they will not hit
just
a roadblock.
Every piece of wood. And then waiting for Viva Pinata. Thank you so much. If you're on the fence about the next showcase, what about the next game night? You remember those, Nick? The ones you promised last time that you wouldn't cancel, and the time before that?
That was another Nick.
That was different Nick. A different Nick who loves
that was
whenever a game pops up to be like,
hat.
What about game night? You know what? If you want the spirit of game night without the failure of people who are going to disappoint you in not doing a game night, Casey and I got you. Because Saturday, we're doing game day. Well, we're doing it at 11 a.m. Central on Saturday, noon Eastern. Casey, myself, Jesse, and Jess will be back for our Dokapon finale, whether we finish it or not. You know what? Sometimes you got to just put finale in the title, and that gives you a little boost. We had finale in the title last night. You know what happened? Casey beat Returnal. I don't want to brag.
Did we put finale in that title?
I said might be the finale, might not be the finale in the title. That's literally what I said.
So finale was in the title, even though you didn't necessarily commit
It was
to
in the title. And let me tell you, when we got past the 2-hour mark and we weren't done, I was like, this is fucked. I don't know what's going on. Like, Casey better beat this boss when he gets to him, because it's going to take us several hours to get back here. And sure enough,
to get back,
Casey beat the boss when we got there.
We did it.
Yeah, and Tyrell let me know there is an early access period on Saros. So I don't think we need to fix shit next week. I think we'll be able to do Saros at the normal time next Wednesday. We'll be able to show it off for one stream, and we'll be able to talk about Saros then on the podcast next week. So there
Excellent.
you go.
Sounds great.
Also, we'll be able to talk about George Soros if any of you guys have any thoughts.
I don't.
Let me tell you, I got some Soros thoughts. This is a new showcase we got going on. I bought InfoWars, and I'm ready to give some opinions. All right, moving on and again, just thank you to everyone who watched the showcase, provided really good vibes. There was an amazing dono train and a sub train going on during it. So thank you so much to anyone who watched, shared any games, wishlist any games, and just anyone who's again given good vibes during the showcase. We legitimately appreciate all of you. Moving on, next thing, this is more probably of a Nick and I topic. I don't know how much Casey can say about it, but the long-awaited official reveal of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced finally came today. This is the a remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag from 2013. This game is coming out on PS5, Series X, and PC on July 9th, which I personally think is kind of a perfect time for this game. Like dog days of summer, let me go on like a fun swashbuckling adventure. So that I think they nail it there. It's the development's being led by Ubisoft Singapore, which were the leads on Skull and Bones as well, which kind of makes sense that, you know, the team that did the kind of pirate game inspired by Black Flag is doing the remake of the pirate game. The story itself is being kept intact. Even like Matt Ryan is coming back as not Connor. What's his name?
Edward.
Edward Kenway. That's it. Thank you. But they said some things are updated, like the parkour and combat is being updated a little bit to, you know, the parkour has obviously made some changes, some improvements since then with some backstepping and sidestepping that was introduced and stuff like Unity and Syndicate. So that's going to be in there. They said they fixed some of the, like the tailing missions are no longer going to be across the board insta fails. There'll be things where like, oh, someone spots you and then runs, and now it's not a tailing mission, it's a chase mission. You know, or they turn around and start to fight you. And I'm like, that sounds great. Yeah, if I fuck up, let me deal with my fuck up instead of being like, oh no, just do the thing again that you didn't like doing the first time. And then also some new ship stuff, including some new like crew members you can assign, new side stories, and pets. That being said, they did say they are culling some things. No multiplayer. No DLC, which kind of sucks because I really like the Freedom Cry DLC.
Yeah, like that's one of their really good ones. If I
that
recall.
Was their best DLC.
Yeah, that's
in my opinion.
It's also like a whole standalone game on its own now too.
Yeah. And then from some of the previews, there was kind of like a TBD in terms of how much of the present day stuff was still going to be there, because if you played Black Flag, you'll remember that it had the present day interstitials was kind of this like you were first person an employee at it was the Abstergo, almost like a Ubisoft-esque game studio. That's what Abstergo was presented like. And so it sounded like some of that's still going to be there, but they said it's not going to have the same like tendrils to the other games. They want this to kind of be a standalone thing. So like whatever the modern day stuff is going to be the stuff that feeds back into, oh, you are like living Edward Kenway's life and that kind of thing. So I also don't, honestly, it was 13 years ago that this game came out, so my memory of it is a smidge shot, even though I reviewed it at the time. But yeah, this game was famously this was a launch game for the Xbox One and the PS4, while also appearing on the PS3 and the 360. So it was in that era with like GTA 5 and The Last of Us and everything. But yeah, I guess Nick, but like, how do you feel about this? What did you think of Black Flag? Back then, and are you looking forward to jumping back into it?
Yeah, I mean, I loved Black Flag. I'm of two minds about this one. It looks really cool, it looks really impressive. Like, I definitely want to check it out. I don't know if I'll replay the whole thing, but I definitely want to, see what's different about it. I'm more interested of like the future of the Assassin's Creed franchise, because like they're making a big deal about how this is not an RPG. This is a character-centric, story-driven action game like Assassin's Creed used to be. And I think like Origins has a good story for the most part, obviously with Bayek and all that, but like Odyssey and Valhalla and Shadows, like I didn't care about those stories at all. I couldn't tell you anything about them, really. So I kind of hope this is them going back to more of that era of Assassin's Creed, of really strong driven, character driven action games, rather than, the gear driven RPG stuff of the newer ones. I think, the murmurs we've heard about Assassin's Creed Hex seems like that's the direction they're going. So maybe we'll start to get both, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see this one. I was saying on social media, I think I would like to see probably an unpopular opinion, but I'd like to see Assassin's Creed 3 be remade at some point in this style. I know Connor is like probably one of the most disliked protagonists in Assassin's Creed because he's pretty flat. But I love that time period. I'd love to see that world in this Anvil engine, with the bigger armies of the Revolutionary War and all that. I think that'd be really cool. And look, the boat or the ship combat started it in that one too. So
yeah, because you played as Kenway's dad.
No, you're thinking of Assassin's Creed Rogue.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm thinking of the beginning of AC3.
Connor's dad.
As Connor's dad. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Assassin's Creed Rogue I
never actually played Assassin's Creed Rogue. That was for the old consoles. I was a PS4, Xbox One boy. I wasn't gonna.
They've brought it to the current consoles too. They've remastered it.
Busy. That infamous Second Son came out by then.
It's hard to. I tried to play it. I think last year. It's hard to go back with how these games play now.
Yeah,
it's very hard to go back. It feels like you're playing a tank.
Sorry, were you gonna say something, Casey? I don't know. I'm assuming you can't say too much.
Oh no, yeah, I really can't say too much but honestly I don't know that much about this. This is a completely separate thing from like what I work on, and I was a big fan of Black Flag as well. It sounds like they're making the right choices in terms of like the improvements to this. It looks really pretty. I saw a side-by-side posted on either Blue Sky or Twitter with one of them, and to my surprise, but I guess not really to my surprise, people were still saying that sort of nonsense where they go like, "Oh, the old one looked better," and I'm like,
"You can't read the replies on Twitter anymore. It's just
like y'all are just
dog water
trolling. Like you just want to be miserable." So like, I think this is gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, you could post how anything is like nice and sweet. Somebody's like, "This is awful."
It was ridiculous.
Just I do.
Before of all the ACs, I think this is the one to remake, though.
It feels like almost one of the most universally beloved and one that kind of works as its own thing. If you're gonna like go back to 2, you kind of got to do all 3 of the 2s. Like you got to tell his whole story. Whereas this, you can kind of just be like, this is Black Flag. You can kind of remove a lot of the like Assassin's Creed lore stuff from it, and it just works as a fun ass pirate game. It is interesting to me. I'm trying to figure out an idea about this, but in this modern age of remakes, it's interesting that studios cherry pick where to start. Between Resident Evil 4, Metal Gear Solid 3, Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
It's interesting for them to be like, let's start here at arguably the most popular installation of the game, and then we'll work our way backwards, because after Resi 4 we got the Resi 2 and 3 remakes, and we might be getting Code Veronica and Zero. After Silent Hill 2 we're getting a Silent Hill 1 remake. I'm sure there are plans for more Metal Gear remakes after Snake Eater, and I'm curious, if this is a success, does Ubisoft do Assassin's Creed 1, which also feels like it could be kind of a standalone thing, if you it doesn't have the baggage of what came before it and everything. So, I don't know. Just more of just a thought, kind of. Wasn't really a whole lot going on there.
I'll be honest. Like, I would have been more excited if they did remake Assassin's Creed 1. Like, as much as I love Black Flag, like, I would have loved to go back and replay 1 in a current. Because 1 has not aged well at all.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah, at the time it was even rough. It was just the promise of what it was giving you.
I was a dumb kid. I loved it. But
yeah. It's my mistake. I misspoke, chat. Resident Evil 2 remake was the first one, and I meant they didn't go back and remake 1, but they're remaking 1 now, which is going to be a weird whole bag of worms there. So just something interesting. Let's shift gears over to Xbox really quick, who all of this is kind of in the shadows of Asha Sharma taking over from Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond leaving, and a handful of news bits came out this week, including the fact that they said Game Pass is too expensive, and so we're lowering the cost of Game Pass monthly. Instead of being $30 a month in the US, it is going down to $23 a month in the US. On PC, it's going to go from $16.50 to $13.99. That being said, they are going to remove Call of Duty from that. So instead of Call of Duty being day and date on Game Pass Ultimate. It is going to be there a year later. So they said like you'll get the 2026 Call of Duty in 2027. And then on top of that, Microsoft or Xbox also released kind of a open letter, a mission statement, I guess, called "We Are Xbox" that included a handful of things, including kind of just a reiteration that of the things that like their core values, some of which kind of felt like them going like possibly going back to exclusives, maybe pulling back the reins on that a little bit, internally dropping the Microsoft gaming moniker and going back to the Xbox moniker, them saying like daily users are the big metric they're looking after, partnerships with Discord where you get like a vanilla Game Pass subscription with your Discord Nitro and everything. So I wanted to ask, do you guys think this is the sign of a new era starting, or do you think that this is a Band-Aid on a bullet wound?
Without going over my entire unpack script tomorrow, because that memo that went out today from Xbox basically reiterated what I thought was going to happen. I'm in, like, a lot of the influencers and everything are like, Asha Sharma's saying all the right things and like this is exciting, this is a new era for Xbox. I am in a complete wait and see because we have been fed that multiple times now about Xbox. I will be very patient and see what she delivers or what Xbox as a division delivers. Because I do think there is some of that kind of afterglow of new executives and they're excited, they got new ideas, refocus, get their strategy in, and then over time those same problems start to crop up because it's Microsoft. Like, you got to remember Microsoft's in charge of all this at the end of the day. Whether that leadership structure under, I don't know, nobody really knows that much about Asha Sharma as the new CEO. Like, how much sway does she have over the, Sedella or whatever? How much, like, who's in whose ear, I guess, on this. Part of me, I think, going to my unpack script tomorrow, part of me thinks like clearly whatever strategy they've been doing with Xbox has not worked because the numbers have stagnated, their console sales have gone down. So yeah, it seems like they need to refocus and recenter on Xbox as a brand and get that core fan base excited again. But I think the biggest North Star I'm looking for is because we know Fable's already announced for PlayStation 5. We know Forza Horizon 6 is coming to PlayStation 5. Couple other Xbox games, Starfield just came. What happens, or Halo as well is coming to PS5. What happens with Gears of War E-Day? That's kind of the North Star I'm looking at. If they make that a console exclusive again, and there's a lot of excitement around that, just online and a goodwill, then I do think they're going to revert back to going back to exclusives for a lot of their first party stuff beyond like what Sony's doing now with like Helldivers or Marathon, where these are multiplayer only games that need a big audience to survive compared to sales from a single player stuff.
Mm-hmm. Which Sony has also, reportedly pulling back the reins on their single player games coming to PC as well. So sounds like Ghost of Yotei and Saros will not be coming to PC at any point.
Yep.
Casey, what did you think about this?
To go back to your Band-Aid on a bullet wound analogy, I think these sorts of steps are a little bit more than a Band-Aid, but it's not as they're not as big as righting the ship. Like, I think it's too early to tell that they're kind of heading in a direction that's like the right direction, but it definitely does start to pick some shrapnel out. Right, like there's definitely care going into rebuilding what has been broken about the Xbox brand, and like it was very clear in those final months or years of Phil Spencer's tenure that like he was under pressure. Like I don't know for sure. I personally believe that the Activision Blizzard deal was his idea, and it kind of put him in the crosshairs to sort of make good on the profits like very, very quickly. Like maybe, I don't know what Phil was thinking, but in doing that, maybe he had a longer term view for how that was going to work out for the company, or maybe he just wanted to get all that stuff under the umbrella and thought that alone would kind of boost subscriber numbers. I don't know. But that very clearly put a lot of pressure on him. And some higher ups wanted to see a return a lot quicker. And that, I think, forced his hand to sort of be like, all right, well, we're losing on the platform front. Let's spread this out everywhere to try and recoup as much as we can because I'm in trouble. They're mad at me right now. And so when that didn't work the way they wanted, they had to get him out. And I don't think Asha Sharma's in the same crosshairs. Like they put her in the position and said, hey, do what you can to salvage this. And I think they kind of turned around and left. So like she's making the decisions that I don't think Phil was comfortable making with the pressure he was under. Mm-hmm. But I think he would have, like, I don't think he would have, without that pressure, raised, the prices, raised subscriptions. So she's course correcting stuff and these are like easy things to course correct. Like Xbox made a lot of own goals. So like, not to take anything away from her, it's good that she's in a position and knows that these are the easy things to course correct. But what I'm waiting for are her big ideas, like the big new initiatives that are very clearly, this is Asha Sharma's view for kind of what comes next for Xbox. I don't think we've seen that yet. Right now is a lot of damage control over what Xbox has been doing wrong for the last couple of years. And it's good stuff. Like I was very happy to hear that news about the Game Pass price going down. And taking Call of Duty out of the thing makes sense. Like if they're going to acquire that, allow that to make you some money back. Like that's a really good idea. Maybe something that Phil missed in trying to keep to the promise he made of every Xbox studio is going to be day one. Like that's like an integrity thing that I can't be mad at, but it did seem like a mistake on his part in terms of how it was costing the company money. But
their thought was that adding Call of Duty to the subscription platform would blast their subscription numbers through the roof.
Yeah, and I think they reported that it did for just a little short
bit,
time. Yeah, it just didn't last.
Because that's the problem with like
Call of Duty
my
games also
friends.
The past couple of years haven't been like across the board.
Yeah, that's the other half of that.
Yeah.
No. But
Phil's soaking up all the studios, and then those studios being left to make their big games that are exclusives, and then they kind of just kept flopping over and over. Like they were like, what could anyone have done about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My friends, are the gamers that buy Call of Duty and the sports games every year, and some other big AAA games, and that's about it. And I imagine like none of them are subscribed to Game Pass anymore because they just don't play the games. They don't need it.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, this starter edition of like, hey, I'm interested in a few games on Game Pass. Can I get in for whatever it costs per month and check out a few games? If I want to keep it. If not, drop out. Not a big investment that way.
Yeah, especially if that the reports of that Discord partnership are true. Like that's kind of giving people, it's the drug dealer mentality of here's a little taste. Here's a little taste and you want more. A couple things. First off, Eric's been showing this apparently the new logo for Xbox, which you can't help but notice feels like a throwback to original Xbox. It's dumb to do color theory on this kind of stuff, but the stark black and the kind of, what do we call it? Ooze green? What is that? No, Xbox green?
It's like a glow. Yeah, it's like a.
I think it's an ooze. Glow. What is the Xbox green? What is Xbox green when you close your eyes? It's ooze.
Like lime green?
Slime? Gack?
No.
It's GAC green. That's GAC
it's
green
like
right
power.
There. Electric green.
It's like power. It's like energy green.
Very much seems like a, not a dog whistle. What's a good dog whistle? A good dog whistle.
Cat whistle.
It's a cat whistle back to like, hey, do you guys remember when you loved Xbox? We're that again. So there you go. Is that like, if a cat whistle is a good dog whistle, is dog calling, cat calling is bad. You shouldn't cat call.
Cat calling is bad.
On the street.
Yeah.
Is dog calling be like, hey, you look really nice today? Like
he was like, yeah, I'm trying.
Your beard's looking really nice. You look like
just trying to hang out with my dogs,
Yeah, just trying to hang out with your dog.
I just yell, "Hey, dumb yellow." Probably not.
We had a couple Patreon comments related to this, including one by David Rabashevitz. Thank you so much, David. Do we think Sony will follow suit by reducing their prices as well, or do we think they're more likely to at least hold off on a price increase to avoid the bad optics? Do you think this move will? Do you think Sony or Nintendo will do anything because of this.
When was the last time Sony increased the price of PlayStation Plus? Have they, since they did the different tiers?
I don't know. I feel like I get an email every month of someone's like, something's more expensive, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, like all my streaming services keep doing that, but I don't. And you know what? Actually, stopped paying for PlayStation because of their whenever they did their last increase. So I don't know. Actually, I don't get any emails from them anymore. So I have no idea.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't
think they'll do anything though. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they kind of already did.
Dealing with their
not
own
bringing their
right now.
Yeah, but they already kind of made their change if they're not bringing their first party, their single player games
that's
to PC
true
anymore.
Yeah. Like their cost cutting measure was to stop doing a thing rather than
I don't even think it's a cost cutting thing. I guess I'm spoiling more of my unpack script, but like I think both PlayStation and Xbox I'm putting business hat on because consumer side, I think we all agree like great exclusives everywhere. That's awesome. We can play games on any platform we want. Business side, I think a real question is like, why would I buy a PlayStation or an Xbox instead of just a PC at this point if I could just get everything there? Or why would I buy an Xbox today when I could just get every exclusive on PlayStation and get their games? Like, I think both of these platforms kind of lost their identity and kind of like the excitement around them. Because I don't, you get a new game announced from an Xbox first party studio. It's like, cool. I can play it anywhere. It's like, oh, I need to run out and get an Xbox right now to play Gears of War E-Day. Like you just don't really feel that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe just because we're old and cynical. I don't know.
I'm old. I'm not cynical. I got that spark from Tomodachi Life on the Switch, which is not as good as Tomodachi Life on the 3DS. I don't know how they fucked that up, but
yeah, I mean, like Switch 2 though. I was like, man, I really got to play Donkey Kong. I have to have a Switch 2 now to play that.
Sure.
I just don't feel that way about Xbox or PlayStation anymore.
I think you're right about them losing a bit of like the fanfare around the brand because of some of the cross-pollination.
Mm-hmm.
But I think an argument could also be made that Nintendo has avoided this because their games, they aren't just exclusive. They're like really good. Like Nintendo's exclusives are like miles better than any of Sony and Xbox's console exclusives for this particular generation. Like even Sony, who, can do no wrong with their, like they only had like sequels and remakes and like nothing like sort of groundbreaking this generation yet. And I think even if that were exclusive to their console, like it wasn't like with the exception of maybe Astrobot, like there was nothing that was like really the talk of the town, I feel like.
It has been a while. Yeah. Maybe Wolverine will be that, maybe Intergalactic, maybe whatever Cory Barlog's been working on.
And a line that I have in my video tomorrow is actually kind of like what we talked about last week was like, we were talking about previous generations and all that. And like, we were talking about how every person we knew had a 360 in high school and college for us. Like that was the console to have when Xbox had like its identity at the top of its game, where that was the console you go to play multiplayer games with your friends. And Sony was the game you go to play, first party cinematic story driven games. And yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious, also, like what the.
It was also a console that was synonymous with the non-first party games. Like it was synonymous with Mass Effect. It was synonymous with it was where you played Bethesda games if you weren't on PC. It was where you played BioShock, that kind of thing. GTA 4,
your sports games, your shooter
games, Call of Duty. Yeah. So it had that, which it doesn't. It feels like in my mind, he still has a little bit of that with Game Pass. Like I played Claire Obscure on Xbox because of Game Pass, and I kind of in my mind I was like, oh, it's an Xbox game. It's not, obviously, but that's in the same way that those aforementioned 360 games weren't just 360 games, but the perception's kind of there when if you get the marketing right. Mopman, also in the Patreon, thank you, Mopman, said, given the bad sales of the Xbox Series this generation, is Xbox incentivized to try to move on to the next generation, despite it being a terrible time to do that right now? Do you think this whole Project Helix thing, which, they've already touted the code name, some of the specs, they have been going on world tours, they just met with Kojima. Kojima's doing a little West Coast tour. I don't want to warn you guys. I just want to warn you guys. He met with Xbox. They gave him a briefcase with the Helix logo, so I don't know what he's doing with that. He's got to deliver it like Sam Porter Bridges back to Japan. Do you think
say
they're pulling
this
the
is
trigger
coming
too
out-
early on this?
Did they say it's coming out next year?
I do not believe they have said a year yet. I could be
Yeah, they're
mistaken,
just like-
but I do not think they've
they're
said
like-
this is
they're
the future
doing
of Xbox.
They're doing the rollout. Like they've not
Mhm.
announced
Yeah.
anything.
My gut would say
it does
next
make
fall,
it does make it it makes it feel like it's going to be sooner rather than
Yeah,
later.
because they already said they were like working on sending out dev kits and stuff.
Yeah, and we I think there's maybe when you were on vacation, we did an episode where we talked about this. But if when they kind of made the announcement about dev kits of the previous generation, it was about like a year and a half early. So they made that announcement recently. So I would imagine fall 27 seems like a.
I mean, would it not be, especially with the way the industry and game dev has worked out this last generation, would it not be smart for a company to give dev kits out much sooner? Like even if their console is
Yes.
primed to launch like 2-3 years
It would have been
out.
smart for Nintendo to do that because I
Yeah.
think third parties would have had to play catch up. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree.
So there could be a possibility that this isn't that soon, despite this news of dev kits going out and stuff as well, because maybe those are changes internally that they're making, because everyone seems to agree like this just isn't the best time for new hardware.
Maybe the forward-facing announcement is soon, just to drum up positive press. Instead of just
stockholder
them
prices
going
and
radio silent after Phil Spencer left and Sarah Bond was kind of forced out and everything. It seems like since then it's been like, well, look at this new. Start talking about the new console, and here's some like good thing. It seems like they are hitting the right notes for small positive wins after that monumental shakeup. But what that looks like 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now.
I'm not actually as worried about them launching this like next year, because one, we don't have to really, I don't think we have to worry about backwards compatibility anymore like we used to with every console that came out. Like, will it play my new games? Like, we know going forward our consoles are going to play our old games. They've pretty much committed to that. And then the other part too is like, Xbox didn't do a mid-gen refresh like Sony just did with the PS5 Pro, which has been collecting dust in most people's shelves.
Yeah.
I
hear that.
So, this Xbox Series S and X launched in 2017?
No, 2020.
Fuck. I don't know what year it is.
Damn.
It is 2026.
Okay, so...
Don't worry, you're only 3 years off?
Yeah, seven years in between.
Sure. Yeah, which the Xbox, the original Xbox, the 360 was 4 years, a very short one, 2001 to 2005, and then it was 2005. Yeah, 2005 to 2013, so 8 years for the 360 generation, 7 years for the Xbox One generation from 13 to 20, and then if it were to come out next year, it would be another 7 years for this generation. Obviously, COVID threw a wrench in all time.
Please just don't make it a big fucking box again. Putting that in a TV stand anywhere is a pain in the ass.
Give me
a big old box. Be a box. It's called
I love how the Xbox One Series X looks. It's just a little cube.
Same.
Better than PS5. PS5 looks like a fucking portal turret.
Dumb. I'm glad we're back to this.
Go back to the original.
Why did I call a turret a turret?
A turret.
You don't like how the Series X looks?
In a girdle.
No, it's just it's a rectangle.
What's wrong with rectangles? Great shape. Oh. Wait, it's like a lady what, Casey?
A lady in a girdle in the PS.
It does kind of look like a lady in a girdle.
Oh my god.
And if you have the disk drive, then like the one half of like the strings pop, like she was too big. It's like
it's like in a Pirates of the Caribbean where she unlaced herself, fall on a fainting couch. Jesus, we need to move on to the next topic. What just happened to this? Obviously, more on the first parties as news arrives, but we don't need to talk about the future because we've been playing games in the present. We've been watching things in the present. So let's talk about what we've been playing and watching. I have to go pee really quick. Casey, what have you been playing and watching?
Nothing.
What you have to say, Casey.
This is going to be hard to fill time because I really haven't watched anything.
I can't talk about my game until Marty gets back because it's like a game that he will like.
I mean, I can fill time with stuff that because I have been playing stuff. It's just not new stuff. Like I've been playing Crimson Desert still.
You still haven't gotten on to play Marathon with me. What's wrong with you?
Because Crimson Desert exists, and I finished Pragmata
No.
as well. I thought that was a
Okay.
great, like when we first talked about Pragmata, I was in like maybe 2 hours or so, something like
Yeah.
that, like near the beginning of the game. I finished it completely now. I've only liked it more as I played through it, like kind of surprisingly so. Like that game is really fun. I really like the story. I know some folks are maybe categorizing it for being a little too on the nose in terms of what Yahtzee calls a hairy dad game. Like it's very much that. But I really like this ending. I like the characterization of both characters and their relationship with each other. And the gameplay was fun and unique and really challenging. Like I got a lot out of the gameplay loop of getting all my gear up in the base and then going out and shooting more robots. Like I even did a lot of the challenge rooms and stuff just for fun. So I had a really good time with it.
I'm impressed with the boss design in the game. Wasn't expecting that. They didn't really show that off in a lot of the trailers.
You're right. Yeah. It's
just got to the moon base section where you go outside.
Yeah, that was another thing that I just didn't expect at all. Like the gravity chain stuff. That stuff was really fun. And like the stuff with the Luna Digger, like that worm enemy that was like chasing you when you had to run across the ground. Like that's like good like action tension.
Mm-hmm.
And I still adhere to Marty's theory that this is a secret Mega Man game. There's nothing in this game that debunks that theory, and in fact, there are little Easter eggs that still allude to Mega Man in Pragmata. Like I posted a video in our staff chat of like your little helper buddy in the base. Like he just has like an idle animation that plays of your character Hugh, but like as an 8-bit Mega Man sprite, like running on his face. I'm like, why would they do this? They know what they're doing.
With you.
Exactly.
It's a little bit of a Mega Man. Listen, we weren't wrong.
Like I'm waiting for someone to like 100% the game and then post the super secret ending where you find out that like, oh, this is the start. Like Pragmatas are just Reploids, and that's how this whole thing begins.
My name is Hugh Light. I wanted to become a doctor.
We're gonna get a dark Mega Man game like they used to do with all the.
Oh God! Remember with that dark first-person Mega Man they revealed?
Yes,
that, like, never came out. Yeah, looked bad.
It looked bad.
This game's. I really enjoy this game.
Yeah,
I think it's one of those good 10-hour kind of really solid adventure.
It took you 10 hours to finish this?
It took me 10 hours because I did almost everything. Yeah. Wait, how long did it take
you? You did almost everything and finished. I took me 20.
I guess I don't. I just assumed it was 10 hours. I kind of gut.
It does tell.
Know what's going on.
Like unlike Crimson Desert, it does actually tell you your playtime. Like I have no idea how long I've played in Crimson Desert, and I know it's a lot.
Crimson Desert tells you right in your save file how much time you played.
But those times
tells you what time you saved.
Trust. You can never trust any of those times because my Switch will be like, you've been playing this game for 175 hours. I'm like, I have not. I played this game for about 5 because it's like, oh, you went into sleep mode. Can't trust any timings. I feel like it was about 10 hours. I don't know. Regardless, I like the game quite a bit.
Yeah, I had a really good time with it.
Yeah,
more so than
Capcom,
even when I initially started.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I haven't been playing stuff. I've been watching.
Returnal?
I did finish.
Yeah, I want to hear about.
We always forget to talk about the games we play.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you talk about.
But what about? Yeah, I mean, Returnal, one of the big PlayStation exclusives from early in the PS5 lifestyle. You came to it, relatively late, right before Saros is coming out. Housemarque's next game. What did you think of?
Pseudo sequel.
Yeah, spiritual successor.
Are you upset you didn't play it earlier? You just ignored a good game for so long.
I mean, I'm not upset about it. Like I knew I was gonna like it. Like I'm not surprised. Like it's not like I didn't put it to the side because I thought it was bad, and now I'm like shaming myself for thinking that. No, I knew it was gonna be good.
No, I'm just shaming you for taking so long to play it.
Look, other things get played. It's okay. It's a weird thing where you put like if you know a thing's gonna be good. I was raised Catholic. I have a habit of delayed gratification. If I know a thing is good or like I really want to do a thing, I will sit it to the side and I'm like, okay, let me handle all this other bullshit until it's time for me to have my reward. Like that's just how I function.
Delayed gratification. I'm gonna delay how long I die to go to heaven.
It's called backlog edging, Nick. Maybe you should.
Excuse me. I have like 20 movies on my shelf I haven't watched yet.
and you pay for those. I mean, I also pay for Returnal.
Returnal,
but yeah, it was really good. Like everyone always goes, ooh, ass, another roguelite or whatever. I know this was early as well in terms of like roguelite hate, like maybe people weren't as sour on it at the time. But even now in this sort of oversaturated roguelite landscape, it has a very, very interesting take on how to do roguelites. Like it tells a story despite the recursiveness, like it folds that into its story, which is great. And even though its story does not make a lick of sense, like from what it sounds like, even if you get the secret ending, like it's still not going to kind of explain, like it's very, very abstract. Despite that, like it's still intriguing, and like you actually look forward to those segments, even if they don't give you more narrative. They still give you something that breaks up like the run back, and like the progression. They're actually very generous, and it's possible this is something they changed over time. Like maybe it wasn't this generous at the start, like when it was launched, but like it really kind of takes care of you on your repeated playthroughs when clearly it seems like you want to get to the end. Like they kind of don't give you a ton of friction to kind of make it back to where you left.
Mm.
Which I appreciate it, because like I wasn't trying to spend the rest of my life replaying Returnal, despite how good it is.
Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, I guess that's literally what a roguelike is, or a roguelite is like, instead of a like. But it is one of those games where every time you finish, like Hades, like you finish a run, even if you win or lose, it feels like you've made some kind of progress in the game.
Yeah, you have some way
of certain things. Yeah,
to like come back from the beginning, and like it feels fresh because you have new abilities, but then you also can kind of breeze through some of that. Like even if it's still offering a challenge, like you're still well equipped to breeze through when you have a good run.
Mm-hmm.
So great game, absolutely great game. Housemarque.
Yeah, really excited for
can't wait.
Again, Saros. We should be now that we know it has a little early access period, we should be probably streaming it in our normal Wednesday night slot next week, and I'm sure we'll talk more about it on next week's pod. So there you go. Anything else, Casey, you've been watching or playing?
Nope.
Cool. Nick, how about yourself?
I have been playing an indie game, one that I think you would really like, Marty. It's called Kulo Niku. It's a new game from Raw Fury that's a kind of like a it's a cooking management game, but also has like kind of that persona talking, making relationships with people and friends. And it's just like kind of chock full of like these mini games. You stay in like this one part of town and go to different screens to talk to people and kind of build up relationships, which unlocks you new tools and ingredients for your kitchen. And then at the certain points during the week, you go to a competition to basically become the best restaurant in the town. And you have to basically please the judges with your cooking against an opponent. And it's kind of like this, just a bunch of different mini games to figure out like a recipe, hit all these different targets they want. Really, it's a very easy game. It's a very just cozy, chill game. But it's got so much charm to it. I just kind of haven't been able to put it down.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I not heard of this game until right now. Its Steam page looks great. This looks right up my fucking alley.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Just don't go in, like if you're wanting like a challenging cooking game or anything like that. It's not that. It's very much pretty easy, relaxing game to play. Just really great vibes and charm, and characters are funny.
You want to know my secret? Never want to challenge
you do play an easy move. So
this looks great.
But that's really all I've been playing, is I still can't tear myself away from Marathon. I think I have a problem. I might need to go to therapy for it.
To stop playing Marathon?
Yeah. I'm almost 200
What if you
hours.
just delete it from your hard drive?
Never. Oh. Oh my god, I fucking.
Are you like playing with the same people? What are you doing?
I play with my buddy pretty much every night, but yeah, I mostly play with strangers, and I've added like probably 40 or 50 people that I've squatted up with. I shared a clip on my Blue Sky today of like I ran one cryo archive run today before we did the showcase, and it was like one of the most intense firefights I've ever had in the game. So I was like, oh my god, this game is so good. I fucking love it. I cannot put it down. Like, it's just that adrenaline. Every fight is adrenaline inducing. The rewards are instant. I love the map design. I love the puzzles of it. It's just I cannot wait to see what they do next with this game. Like,
Listen, Bungie, pretty good at making games.
Yeah.
Turns out.
I have gotten to check out some other games. I can't talk about them because they were closed preview events. So I think I should have two games to talk about next week.
What were they?
Can't say. They're under NDA. Strict NDAs.
I thought I was able to.
One NDA. One NDA.
I know you can't tell us about them, but what were they?
Yeah.
It's a different question. I don't want to know what they were like.
Trick me. Yeah. But yeah, I just like I have a huge backlog of games I want to get to. Crimson Desert, I think I'm just kind of done with it for now. They keep updating it, so I think I'm just gonna wait like 6 months.
Yeah, there was another big update recently.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait 6 months, see where it's at, and go back to it. Like I like it a lot. I love exploring the world. I just like we talked about last week, the story hasn't really done it for me. So, but I am
fix that.
No, I don't think so either. But I am eagerly awaiting Saros next week. Like I cannot wait to play that game. I loved Returnal so much, so I will be probably putting Marathon down to play that for a little bit.
Damn, friendship with
Maybe
Marathon over. Cool. My only thing has been an indie game that just came out today that I wrote about. We covered in the last Next Fest video, and this is a game on PC. Just came out for $12. I'm gonna go on a limb. I think this game's going to get nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards. I think this is going to be
I know what you're talking about.
Indie slot of what the fuck is this thing getting nominated? It's a game called Titanium Court, and it is a largely a solo developer, AP Thompson, who also worked on Consume Me last year, which is one of the best names of any game ever because it's a little play on consomme, but it's Consume Me, which I think is a very good name. But this game, Titanium Court, is very difficult to describe. It is an absurdist, match 3, story-driven, roguelite RPG. So the game's kind of like broken down into a couple sections. During the day sections, you almost in like visual novel style explore this castle that you've stumbled upon, and they've named you the queen of the castle, and you're like, I don't know where I am, and it's filled with these really kind of like Monty Python-esque NPCs, weird characters who throw you into kind of weird tangent side stories, are constantly kind of confusing you, but also being like very philosophical with what they're telling you. So you're exploring the castle, you're chatting with pals, you're unraveling some of those mysteries slowly, and then you have to go into battle, which the game then goes into a kind of it shows like a grid, which you then control like a match 3 game. So you are moving things on the grid in order to match 3. If you match 3 wheats, you get a food resource. If you match trees, you get a wood resource. Mountains will give you a rock resource and whatnot. And then you have a little timer going down, but there's also enemies on there. And there's all sorts of, they start folding in new things, shops and event tiles. And once the meter hits the bottom, you then go into the battle phase, which you spend your resources in order to like buy specific units for the battle, and you kind of have to look and see, okay, what enemy units are left on my match 3 board for the battle. Okay, there's a lot of flying units, so maybe I should buy some things like archers who can take them out of the sky, or I'm surrounded by water, so maybe I should buy like a water unit, like a boat that can go on here and provide attacks. And you slowly move on from there in these like pretty relatively short maps of like 6 or 7 skirmishes before you reach the end of it. But the thing is, every one of these micro runs feels completely different to me. Like to the point where it just feels like this becomes a different game every time I play it. And that includes things like I'll start a run and all of a sudden there'll be an ornery goat on the run. And the goat is like, I'm going to fuck up. You cannot destroy me, and I will just attack anything near me. And so you have to start bribing the goat. But every time you bribe the goat to not attack you, it gets more and more expensive. So you have to be like, do I waste all my money? Can I make enough money to bribe this goat off throughout this run? There's another one where I got to the end, and they're like, you're going to have to fight a dragon. And they're like, this is the fucking dragon is the boss of this run. And I got to the end, and the narrator of the game was like, you can go and fight the dragon, or I actually just recorded a music video. Like, would you be up for watching that? I was like, sure. And I then watched an entire music video that is like live action with a weird filter, and it is unpausable. And there's just no pausing. And I watched the entire music video. And at the end of it, he's like, thanks for watching. And the loop starts over again. And I'm like, what was that? Like, literally, what was that? As you progress in the game, you kind of get new jobs. So when you start a run, you can have kind of a normal run where you gain resources by like destroying enemies. You can become an arsonist, to where you're still playing the same match 3 game, but the thing about an arsonist, instead of having kind of, defense and offensive units, you gain money by burning as much as you can to the ground. And so you're like, okay, I'm going to start forest fires. I'm going to invest in turning mountains into volcanoes so that they will erupt. You can get an ability to just like become a little cloud that can rain on a square so you can save a square from being burnt. And this is, again, the same. It's just, you could choose to do your run this way. You could choose to become a capitalist where you're like, I'm not going to fight. All I want to do is make money. And so you need to gather a shit ton of resources and then sell them in order to make money. It is wild how every second of this game changes. I've never played something like this that feels so singularly authored. It's Titanium and Court, not Quartz. So singularly authored and just like incredibly abstract, simultaneously lowbrow and highbrow. Like it is philosophical, but with really lowbrow comedy. I genuinely love this game. I think it's something special. I've never played a thing like this. I'm not a big roguelite guy, but this just is one of those games that doesn't feel like that. Just the roguelite nature of it feels like it feeds into the overall message of the game, which I haven't finished it yet, but I'm fucking smitten with this game. So I love this game quite a bit.
You want that to be a Game of the Year nomination? You better get on a video essay and spread the word about this thing.
I need to finish this Pragmata. I need to finish my pregnant mother script. Did you know that's what Pragmata is short for?
It can't be.
Titanium core?
There's no way it can be. You haven't got the secret ending, Casey. You don't know. Don't be saying that.
No.
You think it's a Mega Man game. Not God, oh Jesus. There's one woman in this game and I hope she's not pregnant. I immediately regret that joke. How do we go back? How do we wipe that one from history? It's a roguelite. It's fine. The Titanium Court will fix everything.
I might play this now because of your praise.
It's really good. It's really good. I'm gonna put it in the account. I want everyone to play it. Yeah, really great stuff. But yeah, it's been it's been my big stuff for this week. A couple of super chats that came in near the end. Laboratory Maniac, thank you so much for the $2 dono. The Series X equals 3 Game Cubes in a trench coat. Could you imagine if instead of like a game disc, you got 3 little mini DVDs that you had to use instead? Remember those mini DVDs? I thought those were nice.
Yeah, there were GameCube games that came in 2 or 3 of those discs.
Yeah, like those little guys. And then waving for Viva Pinata, thank you so much for another dono. Wait, didn't you play Tomodachi Life? Take this dono, so I want all the juicy details. The game seems to be popular on social media, but you and Eric mentioned about how the 3DS one being better. Yeah, I haven't played a ton of Tomodachi Life yet. For anyone who hasn't played this series, this is a Nintendo kind of it's like an absurd comedy simulator using your Miis, to where it kind of has a little bit of the life simulation of like a Animal Crossing, but you fill it with a bunch of your Miis, and it's almost like you're like the god of a reality show, trying to see what's going on, who's falling in love, who wants things, what jobs are they getting. So it's like a little bit like The Sims for sickos. The big difference, and I think one of the reasons Eric and I keep kind of harping that this is like indicative of Nintendo's 2 steps forward, 1 step back mentality, where there's a lot of things in this game that are incredibly impressive that are, you're like, oh, okay, you spent the time and you've really put some effort into this, and the game is incredibly charming. However, this is a game that feels like it is built for sharing moments with friends, either on social media or like, look at these funny Miis I made. Let me share it with you. You could just download them. Look at this funny pattern I made that you can put Stone Cold Steve Austin into your game. Like, let me share this with you. They've just removed the easy way of doing any of this. And I think part of it is the whole Nintendo is afraid of like getting in trouble for like a child being abducted. I think that is just like Nintendo's core strategy. Yeah. And so, whereas in like the older versions, you could you put things on QR codes and be like, "Here's the QR code for a shit ton of Mii's." Like someone in the Discord made all the Adventures Night crew as their Mii's.
Oh
That
yeah, I
person
saw
could
that.
just be
Yeah,
like, "Here's the QR code. You can scan it and you can have it in here." You can't do that in this game. You can share them locally only. Like not even online, not even if you're friends, not even if you have passcodes, locally only. And that's the kind of shit that just feels absurd to me. And the same thing, like you can't take a
yeah,
screenshot and immediately send it to your phone or anything. Like you have to go on this whole like you can't post it immediately. You have to go on this whole rigmarole. Like it just seems like Nintendo has created like the perfect viral, silly social game and has unplugged it from all the sources that could help make it viral.
yeah. Like they're afraid of virality.
Yeah.
Like it's a
Sometimes you should
culture
be.
thing. Yeah, and like they've just taken a blanket statement to that.
Yeah.
Like they don't care. Like they don't want any narrative to be out of their control. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes they can't help it. It happens anyway, but like it's not from a lack of trying on their part to keep it
Yeah.
under wraps.
Yep. Yeah, so a silly thing, like maybe this is something they'll patch in down the road. I know like Animal Crossing got a bunch of updates post launch that I think made it a better game further down the road, but yeah, I just kind of think that's a bummer because I think on paper I think this is like a really fun, silly game that could have a really big audience, but they've kind of hamstrung themselves, which is a bummer. Cool. Sad. Anything else you guys been playing or watching before we?
Nope, but I do want to mention
Please do.
the one of the games in our showcase, Nocturnal 2. It's prequel. Nocturnal is free on Steam right now. So if you wanted to play that, you can go pick it up right now.
This isn't the Nocturnal game I'm thinking of.
Probably not. It's more of a
Nocturnal
PC
game I'm thinking of is from I think 1999. It's not this game. Spoilers. Wasn't this game. Do you have a link for people? What was it? Nocturnal?
Nocturnal. Yeah, I'll post the link in
Nocturnal.
chat.
There you go. Hell yeah. Check that out. And we also do you know is the Steam page for the showcase up at all?
Yeah.
Because I know some folks were asking, like, obviously we want you to watch the showcase because we put in a lot of work, but also it's a lot of information to process, and so we do have a Steam page, which is awesome. That you can go there. It is a Steam page, an event page dedicated solely to our showcase. So you can go there, you can browse all the games, add a bunch of them to your wish list, see which ones have demos and all that shit. So, hell yeah, we did great. I'm proud of all of us. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us today. Nick, what do you have going on? What should folks know about from you? Obviously, you and Eric are putting together another Unpacked for tomorrow about the Xbox stuff that we touched on earlier.
Yep, I'll have an Unpacked tomorrow and all that, and then I'm done with big projects for the moment. So I'm gonna take a little breather because I've been working on the showcase literally since the second I got back from Europe. So take a little breather. Hopefully get back to playing some more games that aren't marathon this week to have some shorter video essays to write up and go from there.
What if there was like a night for games?
A game night.
Interesting.
I was going to do one tomorrow, but then Jay they moved it forward a week, so it's his fault this time. You don't know what I was thinking.
I don't think it's how that works. I know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're executing.
I've been
in one hand, piss in the other. That can't be the phrase. Piss in one hand, shit in the other. No. Wish in one hand, shit in the other.
Oh my God.
Wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up first. That's the phrase. Don't piss and shit in your hands.
Next game that'll be the next time Eric takes vacation.
The next time you go on vacation. There you go.
No, next time Eric takes vacation.
Damn.
There can't be two competing trolls. I'm sorry.
It's almost like no one should be trolling. Ooh, think about that. What if there's nobody trolling?
Every whatchamacallit sitcom has a troll in it.
Every sitcom.
Name two.
Barney Stinson and How I Met Your Mother.
He's not a troll. He's a misogynist.
Bullshit. Whoa. Misogynists also hide under bridges. I don't know what you want. Yeah, Barney Stinson and then Joey and Friends.
Also a misogynist. Is that are misogynist
shit.
trolls?
No. Way different. What about Dwight Schrute? Shit, also misogynist.
Oh,
God damn it.
shit.
Starting to think something. Oh no.
Eric's the only true troll here, not me.
Yeah. Perfect. Casey, what about you?
The usual. Me and the wife will probably be streaming tomorrow. If we get access to it, maybe we'll try Titanium Court. Like that might be something she'd be interested in.
Fuck yeah.
Outside of that, Dokapon this Saturday. Either we finish that game or there's going to be a murder live on stream.
It's a dope or die.
It is dope or die.
That's what people paid for.
Listen, and we're going to deliver. We delivered
reopen
you
the
Breath of the Wild
Coliseum.
bingo, and we'll deliver you someone dying on Saturday. So that is 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern on Saturday.
Like 11 Central to ... We have no idea how long that stream is going to be. It could be really short. It could take the rest of time. I don't know.
Eric was kind enough to set up an event page in Discord for me for it and asked, how long is the stream? And I told him I literally don't know. I was like, it's just one of those questions I can't answer you. It could be an hour.
It could be very short.
It could be 10 hours and we don't finish. I don't know. I'm
not sure if I'm more concerned about you guys playing that game for so long, or if I'm more concerned about viewers watching you play the game for that long.
Everyone's in trouble for this stream.
It's not good for anyone. Not good for anyone. I'm not thrilled.
The viewers are as weird as you guys.
I am
it's going to be
thrilled.
It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
I know some of our audience will sit there the entire 15 hours when it takes that
long.
So that's what my weekend looks like. And then following that, Super Smash Sunday with El Cheshire. So join us for that. 12:30 Eastern Standard on the Second Wind channel is when things get started.
He just challenged me to 2KXO. Like I've ever played that game where I'd be any good at it. The only fighting game I was ever good at was like the Killer Instinct on Xbox One, because like the wolf.
Oh, really?
If you just flick the thumbstick back and forth, you could do his like spam move, and I just did that all.
There you go. Challenge Cheshire, Saberwolf versus Glacier and Killer Instinct.
Saberwolf,
yeah, he'll take you on in Killer Instinct, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't think you download it anymore.
I have no idea.
And then S6, thank you so much for the last minute dono. I wish listed literally the first game shown in the showcase, and I have 2+ hours to go. My wallet is in trouble, you bastards. Hell yeah. Love to hear that, S6. I hope you enjoy the rest of the showcase. And again, thank you so much to everyone who tuned in live, both for this podcast, but as well as obviously the game showcase. That was a true labor of love from a lot of the team. So we really appreciate the enthusiasm and the warm comments surrounding that. And as a programming note, remember tomorrow we got Unpacked. Tomorrow at noon, there's going to be a Dev Heads, because a little schedule change. So it'll be Dev Heads and then 2 weeks off, and then they'll be back again. And then, like we mentioned earlier, the Dokapon stream, 11 a.m. Central on Saturday. We'll make sure we'll set it up early. We'll let everyone know. It should be a ton of fun. And that's going to do it for us. So for Eric and Nick and Casey, this was Marty. This was Firelink episode number 107. Thank you so much, everyone who watched live, anyone who donated super chats, any member of the Green Gang, anyone in our Patreon. Remember, that's the lifeblood of Second Wind. We appreciate all of that support. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you all next week. Bye, everyone.
Take care, guys.
We're 10 episodes away from the most important number.
117. Is that a Halo number? John
Barton 117.